Hey, energy party people. It's that time again. It's 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and I am here as promised, no matter what. Whew, it's been a rough one. Anyway, let's go ahead and smudge the space and get ready for something. Let's play my beautiful theme song. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Coley.
Yep, I'm here. Yay. Well, yeah, I'm not feeling super great, but I feel, what's the term? A fuck ton better than I did about an hour ago, so that's good. Yeah. So, yeah, oh my God, thank God for energy work. Oh my God, like it's in the pit of hell, and not knowing how I was gonna do this. And I don't think there's ever been a time in the last, what, 3, 4 years since I've been doing this that I wanted to do it less. Yeah, I'm not even talking right. My brain's not all the way back. I've been sick, and yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So let's see who's checking in. Okay, so hi, Art and Erica. Thanks for being here. Thank you, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Uh, I'm not really sorry. I mean, yeah, this is just life. So here you go.
Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part. Yeah!
Yeah, thanks for being here. And the lovely Laura is here as well. Hi, Laura. Thanks for being here. Let's play your song. And I'm being extra gentle with myself, looking for your song, and I know it's here somewhere. There it is. Oof.
Laura, it's Laura, and Laura is here. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. Okay, and the lovely Blanca is here. Hey, Blanca. Hey. So that's right. Let's find your theme song. Here you go.
Blanca, oh Blanca, thank you for showing up today. Yay!
All right. And oh wow, okay. And now hello Yvonne, the lovely Yvonne. Yep, let's find your theme song. Ooh.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
Okay. Nothing better than getting the double finger guns. Yeah. Well, nothing better except feeling better. Yeah, so man, last week, it seems like it's been ages since we last met. Last week, yeah, I was feeling funky during my show, and the funk actually turned into something. And I think I was really sick that night, maybe the next night. I had one really bad night. And then ever since then, I haven't felt as bad, but I have a gnarly cough. Um, and TMI, but gratefully, I hawked something up. So that's good this morning. Yeah. And other than coughing, like, I cough less unless I'm moving around more, and so I in general, despite what it might sound like, I'm pretty happy a lot of the time, and I dance around a lot, I listen to a lot of music, I sing, I talk to the universe, I have a good old time, and just trying to dance around a little bit this morning's like, "Ooh." Yeah, so that's fun. Um yeah, so and it kinda sucks. Well, it just is what it is. But recently We got me a new office chair because I'm most comfortable sitting cross-legged, uh, formerly known as Indian style. And I just wondered the other day, I've always thought, "Oh, maybe Native Americans, is that a thing? Or maybe it's Eastern?" I don't know. I don't know where that came from. And it was probably used derogatorily. I don't know. So cross-legged, we bought me a cross-legged, or the ability to sit cross-legged in my office chair, and it's really pretty. Yay. And at the same time, thank you, Amazon Prime, uh, we ordered me a walking mat, which is, just a little less fancy of a treadmill. Little less fancy version, I can talk, of a treadmill. And I'm very excited to use it, but right now, like, just dancing around for 5 seconds, I'm like, as I mentioned, let's do the demo again, but let's do it in slow motion. Okay, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, so I'm excited about that, and, thank you, Yvonne. You're the one that, clued me in that there is such a thing. Yeah. So what's happening? Yeah. So welcome to anybody watching live or in the future. Welcome to once again to Colleen has agreed to be vulnerable on camera every fucking Monday at 11 Pacific time. Yeah. What interesting training this has been. Um, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what exciting things do I have to report. Well, let's go ahead and mention our returning sponsor. Let me find it. Here we go. One of my personal favorite sponsors. That's right. Chris Rocks Paper Scissors. Chris Rocks Paper Scissors. And as always, not to be used on hair, Sadie. Okay. And in case you missed it, in the past, I've mentioned that my best friend Sadie back in college, like a dumbass, I asked her to trim my hair. And I had this pair of like plastic paper cutting scissors. And then she started cutting my hair, and I was horrified. And as I ran crying from her room, said, I hope we can still be friends. But don't worry, a gazillion years later, that's right, we still are. So that's pretty great. Yeah, what else do I want to say here? Yeah, we're getting our house fumigated soon for termites. And if you recall, we were supposed to do this several months ago, but it turned out there was some conduit between our garage and our neighbor's garage that would have probably killed the entire family if it had happened. But uh, so much plastic was wasted, which really bothers me because they give you all these plastic bags to double bag, and this whole thing, your food, and you have to get all your plants out and blah blah blah. Um, and then made arrangements, stayed at our friend Natalie's house, and come to find out, no, they can't do it. So it was all for naught. So we're going to do it again. We just don't know when yet. So the good news is we're renting, so we don't have to pay for it. So that's good. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty happy in my little cave here, and having to like go spend time elsewhere is like, so I'm gonna hit Natalie up again. Hopefully she'll let us stay again, or we'll get a hotel, whatever. Good story, bruh. Um, yeah. Ba, ba, ba. The book update is our I should be getting my book back for its, God willing, final quickie edit from Julie, the lovely editor, on Saturday is when she told me she'd have it back to me by, and then I will be sending it to whew, my publisher who's working on the layout, and as soon as she knows the specs or whatever, um, regarding, like, how long it is and whatever, then she'll send that information to Anna, who's my web designer and is, creating the cover. So it's all coming together, and maybe it'll happen by June 6th. I don't know. Um, but for those of you who are part of my Colleen's Master Betas TM group, uh, here's hoping I'll be getting the book to you real soon for your perusal and hopefully a lovely review for Amazon. Which apparently, if you have a certain amount of reviews or at least 10 reviews prior to launch, it I guess significantly changes the algorithm in my favor. So yay. Um, yeah. And one more thing before Coop comes on. Um, if you're a fan of SNL, last week's or this week's was really great, but we're gonna wait on that, and it's 11:11 here, so let's go ahead and find a cool picture, um, about me and Dave on our wedding day eating, turkey hot dogs before we got married. So, let's make a wish. Here we go. Okay. Okay, Blanca oops, I'm sorry, Blanca, 1 second. Blanca says, "Sign me up, MB." I don't know what that means, so let me know. Yeah. So, and Blanca, you're already one of my Colleen's master betas, TM. So I'm not sure what MB is. So, yeah, I was going to say something else, but whatever. Master beta. Yeah, Blanca, you're already on my list. So just so you know, just so you know again, because I know we've already had this discussion, but not to, not to, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Um, yeah. Like I said, my brain is not completely here, and I woke up feeling basically okay. I didn't cough during the night, which is great, except when I went to the bathroom, TMI, in the middle of the night, and moved around and riled up my lungs. But I woke up fine, and then sat down, got Dave off to work, and sat down to do some of my new gig as a book flipper. uh, and I feel like I've got it down, and then I come to find out, no, not yet. Um, and I got super triggered and was in the fucking pit of despair yet again, and feeling like a fucking loser, and blah 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 blah. And what goes through my head every time is like, I've got a fucking doctorate. I can't do this thing that I don't. Not to insult anybody doing this, that's not my intention. Because yeah, I'm sure there are many varying degrees of intelligence of people doing this business I'm going into, um, but they all say the same thing, it's like, "This isn't rocket science, it's not magic, it's just you do it, and you just keep doing it, the only way you can fail is by not doing it." Um, and I am having trouble doing it, so I feel like a failure, and I get super massively triggered. So, so I got massively triggered, and I found myself sobbing, at let's see, the first sobbing occurred at 8:59 because I decided to look at the clock and see how long I lasted today before crying. Um, yeah, and so I had to stop what I was doing and go to my office chair, my other office chair, which is our couch in the living room. That's where I do my energy work. Um, and cried super hard, hawked up, you know what? So that was nice. So I haven't coughed since I hawked. Yay me. Um, and I just cried and cried. And but I have to say, I as I was talking to the universe saying, like, "I feel like I'm never gonna be good at this, and this sucks," but when I ask myself in all seriousness if I could get all of my money back and this never started, and go back to December 30th when we first heard about this and decided to buy into it, would I take it all back and just not have this in my world? And the answer is no. There's a lot of money to be made in this business, and I will get there. But man, when I get triggered, I know nobody else can relate, but just kidding. Um, yeah, when I get triggered, it's just like, well, you have your own triggers. So I finally got to a point where I could, between these sobs, I hope my neighbors can't hear me crying like loud. Um, Between sobs, I got out my pendulum and started asking about it. And things started showing up. But the main thing that snapped me out of it was, and it just felt like nothing's ever going to help and nothing can ever be okay again. Once again, I'm sure you can relate to those times. Um, what showed up is a guide. The first guide that showed up was Osiris, and I don't know much about him. I know he's from something to do with ancient Egypt and Sekhmet, who's one of my personal favorites because she's a fucking badass. Um, they're like brother and sister and lovers. Excuse me. Um, and he showed up and did something for me that wasn't on my master menu, so something Osiris specific. And I just sat there and received it. And I found myself, as I just was receiving it, not even trying to do anything. I just found myself, my energy calming down, and everything just felt zzz, like, oh, if that's not fucking magic, I don't know what is. And and I've been trying to use less f bombs on this, but today is not that day. So if that's offensive, well, he wouldn't be watching me anyway. So yeah, and then cue tears. Ugh. Lon showed up, and I love Lon so much. And I know it sounds crazy because, well, he identifies like I've known Lon, gosh, almost as long as I've been doing energy work, and he identifies as an ET, and I trust him implicitly, and he did some more work for me, and yeah, and despite my tears right now, I feel much better. I feel much calmer. And thank God for spirit guides. And if you don't talk to your spirit guides and ask for help, um, you're missing out on some freeliciousness. Um, yeah, I truly believe our spirit guides, our guides are here to help us, and you're not putting them out by asking. Um, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Just ask them for assistance. And my understanding is we're here on this planet to experience free will and and kind of decide for ourselves. We have choices of how we want to do things and in life, and it's not up to the non-physical to just show up unasked and make things all better. Because if that was the case, the world would look different, right? So, anyway, so I highly recommend that you ask your spirit guides when you need it, ask for their assistance. And in essence, you're signing their permission slips to intervene and help orchestrate magic for you. So, anyway, um, oh, I did wanna mention, before the wish making at 11:11, I was starting to say if you're a fan of Saturday Night Live, like I have been for, I don't know, almost 50 years maybe? Anyway, not 50 years, it couldn't be 50 years, they're not quite 50. Well, I started watching when I was a kid, so whatever. Um, this week's host was Ryan Gosling. Um So, of course, there's the eye candy component of, Mr. Gosling, um, but what a fun host he is, and I don't think any host has ever broken, uh, in almost every sketch he was in, if not every sketch, and which, of course, makes it extra charming and funny. Um, and there's a skit that they did, um with, Beavis and Butthead, and I didn't watch Beavis and Butthead, um, as a kid or a teenager, um, but I'm aware of them, and if you, want a really good laugh and to watch everyone breaking, I think Keenan didn't break, but he rarely breaks, so because he's a real pro. It's very funny. And so as soon as Osiris and Lon got me out of the pit of hell, I watched it and had some really good laughs. So thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for the comedians and the entertainers. Um, yeah, I really appreciate all of you, all of y'all. Oh yeah. And once again, before Coop comes on, wow, I thought I'd be done by now, but I do feel better, thank God. Um, I watched a show. So being sick and getting into a really low place, um, and just like not having the brain power or the energy to do anything except just lie on the couch and watch TV, which is so much more fun lying on the couch and watching TV when I feel good. Um, but when I don't feel good, I sometimes I have a tendency to watch kind of darker things. So I watched some gnarly documentaries, about a teenage or a woman who killed her parents and stuff like that. So that was fun. And I found myself watching a new series on Netflix, and it's called Unlocked, a Jail Experiment. And things to do with prison. Um, I used to watch things like that. Excuse me. Back in the day. I even considered at one point being a uh, prison guard or whatever they call them. At one point, I even thought about being a police officer. What? I didn't understand myself yet, and I think I have a fascination with pain, like people going through pain, and and want to help people get out of it. um, and this show, so I ended up watching this whole series. It's only 8 episodes, but it's a sheriff in, I believe it's Little Rock, Arkansas. He's and there's a detention center there, and there are people. So basically, he wants to change the way he wants to help change the penal system, I guess. And I am all over that. Man, if I got the opportunity to go into a prison, which I think I would do it, easy for me to say as I turn red, what's happening? Um, oh yeah, I got a new haircut, but it's a little fucked up because I haven't bathed today. Anyway, why am I showing you this? So thank God for beanies. Anyway, so he wants to make some changes because these places are hellholes that just breed more unhappiness and anger and violence and all the stuff, which affects all of us ultimately. And so he took one of the blocks, like a cell block H, and well, I don't want to ruin it for you if you watch it, but it's really good. And he experimented with allowing them to have more freedoms and see if they can, work amongst themselves as a community so that they get more freedoms and can ultimately have their lives changed. And it was really, really cool, and I found myself like, these are people who've done varying degrees of awful things, but I found myself, like, "Oh, please don't send so and so to the hole because that's what they do for suicide watch, and how can that make it better?" Anyway, why am I still talking about this? Um, but I found it actually sort of uplifting, um, and I highly recommend it. Unlocked, a jail experiment. Anyway, um, yeah, and if you don't know what a coffee stick is, or hooch, or making wicks, you can learn all of these things from the gentlemen who live in cell block H. Okay, so good stuff. And by the way, Coop says, "Good morning, everybody." And I think that's all I have written down hastily this morning. So let's go ahead and bring Coop on. Let me get his beautiful, his amazing theme song. Oh, funny. I have it written down as Catching Up Wit Coop. Okay, so here we go. Get all gussied, Coop. You're about to be on camera.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Koop. We're catching up with Koop. Yeah.
Hey, Coop.
Hey, everybody.
How are you doing?
Not bad. No, I'm exactly where I was last week. I have nothing new to add or subtract. Not bad, not bad, but not where I want to be either. So, yeah. All I
I'm
really
sure no one can relate to that, not being where you want to be, but yeah.
So, no, I feel like I could either like say a million words or zero. I don't really know. I really have nothing to contribute. Although to say that, yeah, I thought it was a pretty strong Saturday Night Live episode this week.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that most of my favorite sketches are ones where they bring back older people, like Kate McKinnon
Mhm.
as the alien abductee person. She's that was hilarious. And
Yeah,
yeah,
she's always good.
Heidi Gardner totally lost it in that Beavis and Butthead sketch.
Oh my God.
Over her shoulder and
Oh,
seeing yeah, they were totally great. So yeah, Ryan Gosling, he talks about even before he was on Saturday night, he was talking about how he has to work on that, how he breaks way too much. How he's like the most breaking host on Saturday Night Live history. And of course, he was on Saturday and he was all over the place. But yeah, I'm a
oh
big fan
my
of
God.
him. I like watching him in movies. He's good. So
Yeah, and they had him in so many great like costumes and disguises. Um disguises, whatever. My brain is not here all the way. Which is
yeah,
really
mine
fucking
neither
frustrating.
really. So yeah, so but I guess um, yeah, no, I've been kind of like a whirlwind of everything all at once, all the time. So I guess more than anything, I would just like to get to some magic, if that's okay.
Oh, I love you. Okay, let's do it. All right. Well, I love you anyway, but thank you. I love you extra right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a grounding. Yeah, pick a chakra, any chakra. I think I'm gonna go from my heart. So heart is green, right? Roy G. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Anyway, so green energy, heart chakra, let's go. So let's visualize that green energy of our heart chakra. Let's picture that just emanating out, 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 just continuously out into the far reaches of the universe, which includes down into beautiful Gaia, where we're forming deep roots. And we're bringing up her energy while we're opening up our crown chakra to allow in the cosmic energy to meet up with Gaia energy, creating an interface between heaven and us through heaven and earth through us. Okay, so putting out a call for any deceased people who are a little stuck. If you need an exit strategy, or yeah, with okay. These are things I say all the time, and it's usually so easy. So yeah, any dead people who are just ready, no questions asked, you just need a guy, an escort, I'm your gal. So, first of all, my name is Colleen McCrew. Yes. Okay. So, are there any dead people that are ready to move on to the light? Yep. Okay. Jesus, are you the best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Okay, let's do this. Give us a moment. All right. So, Jesus, have we successfully released these dead people to the light? We have. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. So, is there anything energetic to do for the group today, watching now, live, or in the future? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. No. Okay. This is in column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 2, 4. Wow. It's hardly moving. So 2, 4, 8, 10, 10. Okay.
Quiet.
All right. So we're gonna do some witnessing. Okie dokie. So, well, we'll see what shows up. How has an half hour passed already? Uh, Seriously, I'm constantly baffled by the passage of time. And I actually did some work this morning, chipping away at what is my obsession with time and urgency, like to get shit done, ugh, like in an unhealthy way. It's not good. Anyway, uh, yeah. So it's safe and appropriate to witness the group. Okay. Do I need any details about this? No. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. Have we successfully completed this witnessing? Yeah. Yeah. I just found myself witnessing suffering. Um, and that suffering runs the gamut uh, between somebody in a war-torn country to what showed up in my awareness was even like a mom just sitting there freaked out about her children and paying the bills. Um, it doesn't you don't have to have bombs falling on you to experience the suffering that is included in this package being a human. Um, okay. And Blanca sent me another mysterious message. Um, she said she scored some. Oh, there's more to the message. I'm sorry. I scored some time and love to help out with projects. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but good on you. He had me at score. um, all right. So have we successfully or sufficiently witnessed the group? Okay. Yeah. And sometimes or a lot of times, um, yeah, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Seriously, my brain. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if my brain's not all the way there, it's like I'm pushing a boulder uphill while I'm trying to learn this new thing. And I just need to give myself some grace. And I'm just not ready yet to be on my computer too much right now. Um, which seems weird because all I am doing is sitting cross-legged on my new chair. Yeah, but it's just, yeah. Anyway, la la. So, is there something else energetic to do for the group today? Yes, this is on my master menu. No. Okay, my name is Colleen. No. Okay, I'm testing as someone else. I am. Okay, this is a human on the planet. Nope. This is somebody in non-physical. Yes. Um, this non-physical, somebody comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. Yes. Comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. No. Okay, so it's one of these guys. Oh, it is. Okay, so not from this planet. This is male. It is. This is a female. No. Anybody I know? Yeah. This is Lon. Cue tears again.
Oh.
Yeah, Lon is the best. um, yeah. Okay, Lon. Do you have something for the group? You do. Is this anything that's on my master menu? No. This is more of what I'd call a Lon specific. Yeah. Okay, Lon, this is safe and appropriate for from the light for everyone watching now and in the future. Yep. Are we ready? Okay. Do you need my assistance? Bless you. That's a no. Okay, Lon, let's go ahead and do it. All you need to do is just relax or just be you. You can't do it wrong. So let's give Lon a few moments. Okay. Lon, have you completed what you have for the group today? Yes. Are we complete? Thank you, Lon. My name is Colleen. Okay. Is there anything else to do for the group today? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. No. In column B? Yes. In an odd numbered row? Yes. In row 1? No. 3? Yeah. Oh. 3? 5? Okay, so 3. Okay, shared chakras. So entangled energy with somebody else or something else or whatever it is for you. This is a shared first chakra, second, third, third. So solar plexus, power chakra. Okay, it's safe and appropriate to separate everyone's third chakras, whoever this applies to. Yep, it's safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? Okay, give me a moment. All right. Have we successfully separated our third chakras? Yes. Okay. Is there anything else showing up energetic for the group? Nope. Okay. So we're complete. Yep. Okay. My name's Colleen. Awesome. Put down the pendulum before I ask another question. Okay. So we're going to keep this one brief.
Yeah.
Any parting words, my friend?
Just it is what it is. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to not project my own, ego desires on, what. Yeah, I'm really just trying to be a sailor on the seas of fate and not, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. It's like, well, man, I don't. Why do I think I should be doing that instead of this? I don't know. So yeah, just kind of, everybody should just relax and be kind to yourself and kind of just, just go with it today and see where it takes you.
Yeah, and I should probably check in with some of my astrology, my I can't even think of the right word. Let's just say astrology master friends who I know there's, there was the eclipse, which I was really expecting something from, and yeah. But in California, like, yeah, I think the sky got slightly darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But I know there's always more happening. And I guess we're in Mercury retrograde, and there was some other big thing happening too. Oh, and just in the nick of time, the lovely Jenna. Oh, thanks, Jenna. I love you guys too. Let's go ahead and play Jenna's theme song because I'm pretty sure I have it here, right? Yes, I do. Yay me.
Jana, Jana, Jana is here today. Hey.
Yeah, that always cracks me up because clearly I was doing it very quietly into my phone because I didn't want an audience in Dave. Um, I don't know why I'd be all timid around Dave. Like,
No, right?
yeah, so weird. Being a person's weird and hard, but thank God there's beautiful, magical things that make it all worth it.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah. Life is weird. People are weird. And yeah, so if you think you're weird, don't get all upset about it because that's being weird is normal. If someone was totally normal, that would be weird.
right? And I always say like if you don't have any issues and everything is perfect for you and just no issues to clean up, I think you probably explode or something because why would you be here on this giant classroom?
Yeah, if you don't think that, then you're obviously not being very introspective because
Well, yeah, there you go. Well, there's that too.
it's just part of the deal. If you're incarnated, you got issues. So yeah, that's what that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and I'm hoping my book helps for other sensitive people. And I know I look like a train wreck, but the way I looked, an hour and a half ago, yeah, I didn't know how I was gonna do this, and I was freaking the fuck out, and is this gonna be the first time I don't show up? No, because I promised to show up, and I do every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
then
my guides show up, and then I do some other energy work, and I just like, okay, here I am. Yeah. So blah 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 blah. I hope you all have a beautiful week. And if you need any energy work love, yeah, I am doing sessions despite this new thing I'm learning. And I'm really, part of my issue is trying to balance very different energies. Doing energy work is one thing, which it's not like I can call it in because it's a lot of work and a lot of energy. It's very specific energy. But once I show up and in the right place and have that energy, it kind of takes care of itself. And I don't have to think about it a ton. But this new thing can hardly wait until it gets to the point where it's like, oh, this is fun, and I can almost call this in because it's kind of this well-oiled machine. And I know I'll get there someday. And when I first started doing energy work, yeah, it was not like this. So I just have to kind of remember that. So anyway, and I appreciate all the well wishes that I've gotten from my my newsletter today. Yeah, and I love you all, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And yeah, I hope you have a fabulous week. Let me know if I can be of any assistance. Here's hoping my mucus issue is a thing of the past by next week. I feel better now than I did earlier today, so I wish the best for all of us. And I'm gonna be quiet now. Promises, promises. And just one more quick shout out to today's sponsor, Chris Rock's Paper Scissors, because they are paying the bills this week. Because as I've said many a time, Koop does not come cheap. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, so have a fabulous week, and I'm trying to find my theme song. Give me a second. I can do this. Whew. Okay, everyone. Thank you for watching. See you next time, I hope. Bye.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Koop.